That's it, guys. I'm officially living alone in this car now. You guys have already been through many stages of my life, and this is a stage that I believe for those who follow me, they'll say, wow, Marcao, I'm really moved, but that's it, guys. I'm now living in a studio apartment in São Paulo, a 10 square meter studio. For those who don't know or don't follow me on Instagram, by the way, follow me or missed the last video. I'm working as a video maker for Master of Ceremonies Daniel, but I've never lived in São Paulo. I used to live in São Paulo's countryside, 2 hours away. It's a calm, very different city, but since most jobs are here, I'll be commuting between the two. On work days, I stay here, rest and cook in my little space. I'm actually pretty skilled at it. This is my studio apartment and it has important lighting. It's a stage of life, actually pretty cool, you know? I'm 21 years old and I'm experiencing some things like, man, it's nice to live at this age. Like you go out to buy something, but you're not buying a big cup, you're buying a broom. That's the kind of difference I'm living right now. I shopped at a few stores and will adjust to this new house. Let me show you. There's no bathroom door, but it has a shower, hot water, and a window. I brought this towel and then I bought this toilet plunger. It's a really important thing because like I'm a guy who I won't go into detail, but I think I'll use this most in the house. I also bought this. It's for cleaning the toilet. So here I left the shampoo and conditioner because there's nothing to put them on here, and here's the toilet paper, which is also important. There's the trash, just a bag on the floor. Then here's the sink, the soap, and here there's this little mirror that moves with toothpaste, soap, and nothing else. Cool, and it works. Okay guys, look, it works, all right? The bills are being paid, and leaving the bathroom, we come straight to the kitchen, and the kitchen is already kind of messy, guys. Well, but what do we have here in the kitchen? Cloths, and all of this was sponsored by my mom. You can see that I would never buy a peach-colored cloth. I would never buy a cloth like this, so my mom sponsors it, so thanks, Mom. I would also never buy a green cloth, right? Because, man, this is really cool. It was something I already pictured myself doing, man. In the past, I pictured myself making videos like, hey guys, my scooter. But now check this out, it's for throwing on the floor and wiping it down. Here there's soap for washing dishes, a sponge, then there are 3 cloths, and here is the little cabinet. This again, all sponsored by my mom. It gives a lot of power. 2 mugs, 2 plates, some cutlery, trash bags, plastic cups, and of course the one I'll use most in this studio. So here, you're in the kitchen, you know guys, but if you come over here, you're already in the dining room, the dining table. Here, good, and here we have this fridge. Thank God I got this studio apartment. I found this studio already furnished, so I didn't have to buy any of this stuff. So this is the fridge, it's small, but it fits, right? All I need, water, scraps, milk. There it is, and here there's also the microwave, which is really good. Here's my pantry, it's really big, right guys? It's full of good stuff. And here there's this space, there's my work backpack that I brought, the things from my city that I bought. That's it. There's a small wobbly dining table, but it works. There's a chair, a bed, and a wardrobe. I didn't buy them. They were already here, thankfully. Guys, I have a wardrobe and this is my window view. Beautiful, right? Basically, a studio apartment is when you take an apartment and squeeze it and make it smaller and smaller. And this is actually smaller than my old room, you know, but it's cheaper, right? So guys, let's take advantage and be smart. But what's the problem? Studio apartments have thin walls so neighbors can easily hear the first video. They might be listening right now. Knock twice if you are. But it's really thin, you know? I'm not even yelling that much, not talking that loud because they're really close to each other. I don't know if you can see, but my window faces directly into a house. Look at this, look how close everything is. I can open it, you know, but I'll avoid it, but that's it. This is the view of São Paulo. Oh, São Paulo, it's so cool. I love living this life. Actually, it was even kind of weird because before I used to say, no, my life, I want to live in São Paulo. Man, I want to live this life. I don't know what else, man. I'm living it, guys. The best thing is to have peace. Go to a small town in the countryside, you know. I myself want to grow up in my hometown. The best thing is to have peace, man. Yeah, everyone is stressed, always working, then you look at the view, then you see the view. It's something like that, man, you're kidding me. And these here were the first things I bought for my house. Since the goal wasn't to spend too much, I only got the essentials. You know, just the basics, so I can survive day to day without freaking out. And then, like, let's say a rug is something for later, you know? It's not that essential right now. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys, I also bought a squeegee and a broom. Look. This here is the squeegee, guys. I'm getting so old, guys. It's funny because you've already seen me go through my struggling phase. Zap is reacting. Now, I bought a good squeegee with wheels, you know, to use in the bathroom when I need it. And I also bought this broom and this dustpan so I can sweep, right? Keep the place clean and tidy. Because I don't know about you guys, you know? I know you all are messy and live everywhere, but I prefer organization. It really impacts my mind. If I'm in a messy place, I go crazy. My room's a mess, so I'm losing it. Marcos, there's no stove or washing machine. Man, I didn't get it, just kidding guys. Basically, I'm going to buy an electric stove, you know, a 2-burner electric stove, basically. I got this furnished studio apartment, man, because I'm not going to stay here my whole life, you know? So there was no reason for me to buy a fridge in São Paulo, buy a microwave in São Paulo, buy a stove, buy a bed. Because like the biggest hassle would be bringing it from my city to here, so there was no reason for me to buy it and leave it here, you know? And then it would be a huge hassle to take it back to my house later. I decided to rent a furnished place, but it didn't have a stove. I thought, really? So I'll just buy a simple 2-burner electric stove. Because it's just going to be me here, man, just me here. If it's raining, if I'm alone, just me, so I'll buy it. You know, there's a little stove and there's also a washing machine, you know, it's in a hallway out there. I'm not gonna show it because, anyway, I don't want people to find out that I'm a YouTuber, because if they find out, I'm screwed. But there are some washing machines there, it's like shared, you know? So yeah, man, let's go. The guy must be looking and saying, oh, the guy became a YouTuber. He puts video editing as his job, and in the end, he's living in a 2-square-meter studio apartment. That's it. I made it in life, but now, let me show you the things I bought. First thing, a good filter, basically for the water. I found out it's expensive. Even bottled water costs a lot, so it's hard to keep buying it, my friend. So it was way better for me to get a big barrel, so I got one, and I bought this stand here. I'm going to put it on top. Let's do this. Now, the problem is where? I think here in the kitchen works, right? It's heavy, isn't it? The guy said I need to open the jug fully and flip it fast or water will spill. Honestly, I'm nervous. If I mess up, I'll have to use my only knife at home. My mom helped, but not much. I'm going to have to figure it out and buy a knife, so basically I'm handling things on my own. Oh man, this isn't going to go well. It would be so nice to just be a normal person. I have a feeling this is going to go wrong, man, because if this gets wet, guys, we're screwed, because there's no drain. There's one in the bathroom, but here in the living room, in the kitchen, right? Here I'm in the kitchen, here I'm in the living room. Don't throw my hair, okay? I'm in the middle of moving, so my life is getting crazy, and one thing I'm not really taking care of is my appearance, but at least I smell good. Let me drink a little to take the edge off. Oh my God, what pressure, but guys, the pressure, baby. Man, guys, I did it, man. I did it like a normal human being. Now it's time for us to do the test drive. I'm going to cry my water jug. Okay, guys, so many people get emotional, right? With fancy water filters, I'm really happy with my R14 jug. Okay, that's it, guys. So now we have a water jug. Now, my biggest fear is when I'm working or away from here, if someone wants this jug, doesn't want to stay here anymore and wants to drop it, I get there and it's empty. That's my fear. But let's hope that doesn't happen and let's enjoy it. We're in the kitchen. Wait, I'm actually in the pantry, right? Let's make use of being in the kitchen. It's coming together. Before there was nothing here. You've seen it with things in it, but I was too lazy to show you earlier. Now, what's the issue? See this? It's black, so everything needs to match. So, look what I got. This is such a waste of money, but I liked it. Put the sponge here because I feel like this sponge is going to be bigger than not. Detergent here, another there, done. Look at the black, guys. Today, this feeling I have with these things is like when we're kids and see a setup. Honestly, even now, setups still make me excited. It's that same feeling. Mano Bonitinho, man, did you guys think that was it? That my kitchen is... Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. That my kitchen is just that? Check out what I bought. I'm excited. I bought a squeegee for all those people who said I wouldn't make it. I have a squeegee. I'm going to grab it and use it like this. Man, I'm just not going to leave this plastic on it, right? Because this is my black one. We don't keep fangambum, right? It's butt. I don't know. Fagabum. I don't know. I already noticed a small leak there. Wow, Marcos, now, yes, now you have a complete kitchen. No, you even remembered the most important thing, the dish rack. This right here is a victory for me because I was checking the price of dish racks. Everything is expensive, man, 160 reais. The metal one will wait till next time. I didn't want to leave the dishes drying since there will be many, right? After all, it's just going to be me alone, lonely on these days, and when I see Friday coming, I'll be like, man, I wish I had something to dry the dishes. You know what I mean, man? So I found this here for 20 reais. That's it, guys. You can call me Mukirana. I'm going to reuse the same paper for 3 days. Let's unbox the dish drainer. I'm sure there will be comments about it. I remember watching him as a kid. It was really cool. Congratulations, brother. Shut your mouth. And I present to you the very elegant dish drainer. And what is this for, huh? Is it for draining the fork and the knife? So I won't need to store my utensils and cups anymore. Now this is a respectable kitchen. Let me take out the trash. Hold on, then it'll really look nice. You know? But now I want to show you a product that I'm sure I'll use a lot, which is basically a thing. You put an egg in here, heat it up in the microwave, and it makes scrambled eggs. I bought it because, well, since I don't have a stove yet, it's a way for me to eat scrambled eggs, right? But I'll leave the next B for the end. What we're going to deal with now is the bathroom. As I showed you, I want to store my shampoo and conditioner, but where am I supposed to put them when I get here? On the floor? So I came and bought this definitely on Black Friday. Look, basically, you just fit it in. You don't have to drill. You can see it's good. It's got holes, you know, so the water can drain. I have to think, like, I'm a tall guy, you know? As you can see, I'm about 1.80 meters tall. So, like, The mirror is already low, the sink is already low, the toilet is already low. For me to reach the sink, I have to do this movement here, look. It takes time, so I have to place it high up. This thing seems like it will fall if I put anything on it. It's not possible. This isn't giving me much confidence, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, I wasn't wrong. The problem is solved, guys. It's in place now, just a matter of opinion. I'm just going to leave the soap here, but that's because I only want to leave the soap there, then the shampoo, the conditioner. I don't even use them much. Guys, I changed my mind and will leave the soap on the sink. I had a slight feeling this would happen, but I chose to believe. You know, I paid for the thing, at least it was cheap, man, but now the cheap ended up being expensive, right? Because it's not going to be worth anything. And now the next thing we're going to use is this right here, basically, this right here. It's a hook that you also stick on. I think it's basically the same glue. I'm going to put one in the bathroom so I can hang clothes and stuff, and I'm going to put one here too to hang a towel. I imagine people who lived here before leaving peacefully and thinking, wow, studio apartments seem cool. Then a YouTuber comes along, talking to himself. It's funny since you're forced to be alone in a studio. If you bring someone over for too many days, you get fined because the deal is that you're supposed to be alone, you know, it's for one person, not for two. And then here I am talking like this, like, man, this guy doesn't stop talking for like 5 days. Little do they know that the ones who are really crazy are you guys the best, right? Well, so I basically took the thing off with some 3M tape first. Let's take this bathroom here, which is already falling apart, right? And let's put it somewhere else. I'll put this here and stick it on the same way. I'll press it down so nothing happens. Anyway, let's not get into details. I think it worked, right? Let's see if this thing hangs. Look, I'm not using it to hang a plunger, okay? This one I'll use to hang a cloth. Just press it here hard like this. That's what I said. On this wall, you can't drill, you know, because on this side, I'm next to a neighbor and it's a thin wall. So if I drill, I'll end up on the other side. But this one here is concrete. I can drill, that's it. Man, it's a hassle, you know? I'll have to drill, then patch and paint the hole when I move out. Here it is. Let's see if it works. That's it, guys. I have an automatic kitchen. Wow, man, I think I'm becoming a mini adult, huh? I just need a little trash can, right? But he's already watching this video, so nothing's missing anymore. Later, I'll deal with this trash here, you know, because I have a plastic trash bag over there. I haven't bought the little trash can yet. Actually, I did buy it, but I left it at home, you know, I didn't bring it. But now, the main problem with this studio apartment is this window. At the same time, I think it's cool because a lot of light comes in. I like having light come in, you know, because I like, well, right? I like a dark environment, but there's a problem. I need to sleep now and it's bright. I bought a curtain and an adjustable rod, so I'll attach it across from one side to the other. I bought 2 blackout curtains because one is too small and wouldn't cover everything, so I got 2 and it was expensive. Yeah, I'm going to say it and emphasize it, it was really expensive, so let's hope it works out. Just this rod was 80 rays and each curtain was 70. So start to imagine how much I spent on this cheap little studio I mentioned. I finally got a curtain so my neighbors can't watch me sleep anymore. It's up now, but it might fall during the night. I'm not sure. I have this feeling because after that thing in the bathroom, I already felt a bit uneasy, but I'll hope it doesn't happen and that's it. Man, this whole thing looks totally different now, just right. It's still bright since light comes in, but it blocks a lot. Now I can close my eyes without the sun hurting. This part hurts, so I won't test it yet since I'm not sure if you can notice. There's no egg. I'm moving my bed to this side because it's too close to the neighbor on the other side and I hear the alarm. And that's how my studio apartment turned out. Guys, now I'm going to show you. Let me open the curtain a bit too, to let some light in and also to show that it works. Look. I'm closing the curtain now and that's it. This is how my kitchen turned out. I really like it. It's the beginning of a new chapter in my life and like it's the way I wanted it, you know, man. Obviously, I wish I had a lot more money and I wish I wasn't in a studio apartment, but we have to be grateful. Here's how the bathroom turned out. The trash is still here and that thing will stay for now, but I'll fix these things later. I left the fridge and the microwave in the same place. Here I put the broom, the dustpan, and the squeegee. I left my bed here because it's closer, you know? It's not stuck right here. Anyway, it's more comfortable for me. I placed the wardrobe and table here so it looks like this. There's also a small space for me to... I'm even afraid to open this curtain now, but that's it, guys. I'm in a studio apartment now. I'm not living here 100%. Like I said, there are days in the week when I stay here. There are days when I don't, but that's it. Leave a comment. So, if you guys want me to bring this routine now, you know, It's about learning to cook, because there are a lot of things I'm going to learn to do for the first time, and I think it's cool to record that. Like this video and comment ideas for things I can do now that I live alone. Ever since I was little, I dreamed of this moment, and now it's here. Comment, like, and subscribe.